Today on Garage Noise, I'll give you all the information you need to repair cracked plastic on your front bumper cover. Let's get in the garage and make some noise. Today we've got this Hyundai Elantra in the shop. Traveling down the highway, something came off of another vehicle, damaged the front bumper. So this is a brand new Hyundai. It's got about 1,600 miles, I believe it is. It's got a crack right here. So whatever came off the other car cracked the bumper right here. And then down here, it's got another crack. And then a little bit of a scuff right here. So this crack right here is going to be a little bit more difficult to repair because it's on a flexible portion of the bumper that needs to be snapped in. So we need to take this bumper off, reinforce the plastic behind it, do some plastic repair. I'm going to show you exactly how to do that today. So first thing we need to do is get this bumper off, and I'll show you how we're going to repair this crack. We have a crack right here. I need to put a little pressure on this so that crack will be in the right spot. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to plastic weld this mesh into the plastic, embed it into that plastic so it reinforces it. I'll just heat this plastic up, kind of get it a little melted. I might just plastic weld this and then put the mesh in. I can just set it there like that and get it to stay. Now I can go ahead and do this. See that plastic seeps through that mesh, reinforces it. There's other ways to do this, but this is what I have on hand. So I'm gonna also put some additional plastic over this once it cools. Okay, so that piece is in there. Now we're gonna also put a piece down here where this crack was. So this is just an inexpensive plastic repair kit that I purchased off Amazon. It has everything you need to do this kind of repair. If you're interested, I'll leave all the links to tools and products I use in the description. Okay, let's let this cool a little bit. Now we're going to weld in some additional plastic. And this is polypropylene plastic. All right, we're going to weld it right here as well. So first I'm going to melt this plastic together, make a little valley. So what I like to do when I'm doing a repair like this is I take my hot iron and I create a valley where that crack is, and then I push excess plastic into that crack and weld it that way. Once we have the crack all welded up, we'll introduce the mesh, we'll heat it up and embed it deep in that plastic to reinforce that crack so you won't have any issues with it cracking in the future. I just kind of lightly smooth the plastic over the melted mesh. So on the outside of the bumper cover, we went ahead and we created a valley where that crack was. We don't need to reinforce the outside because we reinforce the inside. Now in this kit comes some plastic. There's different types of plastic for different types of bumpers. You got to determine what plastic to use on your bumper. So we're going to weld some plastic into that valley and fill that valley up, get it nice and reinforced on the outside, and then we'll do some other things to reinforce it from the outside before we get it ready for paint. The type of plastic your bumper is made of will be stamped on the inside of the bumper cover. Okay, we're going to let that harden up, then we'll 80 grit this, check it out. We may melt some more plastic in it, but now it's all firmed up. So we've got the mesh secured on the inside of this bumper, this crack here, and this is not going anywhere. And fill that crack right there as well. We'll put some plastic in there, but I'm going to 80 grit this down both sides. So before you add plastic to the outside of the bumper, you want to remove the paint. So we're using 80 grit here to sand off the excess paint before we apply the plastic. Here I'm using an orbital sander to sand down the excess plastic that we added to the outside of this bumper cover to smooth it out, get it prepared for filler. Now you could do this by hand if you chose. Here I'm creating a little valley to add some panel bond to this repair. Now we are going to add panel bond to the outside of all of these repairs. This prepped out for some panel bond. I'm going to fill this little valley that I created here with the die grinder with some panel bond on each of these sections here. But I need to sand around the surrounding area with 80 grit and then clean it with some isopropyl alcohol. Now I'm using panel bond to fill any low areas. Now panel bond's kind of expensive, so if you're doing this at home, you might want to use a plastic filler, a filler that's designed for bumper covers, and I'll leave a link in the description to a product I've used that's really good and inexpensive. I am putting a little bit in that crease. Spreader here, smooth it out a little bit. All right, we're back on this Hyundai bumper. We've got this filled with some panel bond. We're gonna sand this smooth and then I'll put a skim coat of filler over it. All this has been reinforced with the steel mesh. And this is not going anywhere. It's not gonna be cracking out. We're gonna go ahead and sand this with 80 grit sandpaper. We'll smooth this all out and then we'll prep out the surrounding area so we can put a skim coat of filler over it along with this area here. Okay, so I've got my orbital sander here. We've got some 80 grit sandpaper. I'm just gonna use this DA here and we'll cut that down, flatten it out, and then we'll apply our filler. Okay, so we got this all sanded and actually this is really straight. It's got a few little low spots here, but instead of going ahead and using filler in this is just going to take a really light skim coat. So what we're going to use is polyester glazing putty. So I'm going to go over this, sand this, and I'm going to use my little block here and we're going to block it with 180 grit sandpaper, remove some of those 80 grit scratches. And you know, polyester glazing putty only needs a 180 grit scratch to adhere properly. So we'll start that process of refining those scratches here as well. This is like, I could primer over this if it didn't have those 80 grit scratches. So we'll block this with 180, get all those 80 grit scratches out, and then we'll apply 2 coats of 2K urethane primer just over this small section. I'll share with you how we do that. Wash this once again. Okay, this is the product we're using here today. This is USC icing. It's a polyester finishing putty, real smooth, easy to sand, and it's for small little things like this. This is the hardener here. You want to make sure your hardener's mixed up thoroughly. The mixing ratio is 50:1 or 2% by volume. I've got to lay just a thin coat right in here and then a thin coat section about there. You always want to go outside your repair area a couple inches at least on something small like this till it's all one uniform color. Now it's really hot today, so we're not going to have a lot of working time with this, and this does kick or cure really quickly. So just get a little bit on our spreader here. I'm just going to put it on there first and then I'll spread it out like that. I'm getting a little bit on the edge here. Put it right over there. All those areas that are black and down to plastic, we want to make sure those are smooth. See how it's starting to ball up, it's starting to kick. Looks like we made it just in time. We've got some 180 grit sandpaper here on this small block. We're just gonna block this smooth. All right, now we need to sand over this with 320. We'll use the same block, both of these areas, and we'll just refine these 180 grit scratches so we can get this ready for primer. Okay, now, in preparation for primer, what we're gonna do is we're gonna clean this whole area right here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna paint this, we're gonna blend right here. We'll blend the clear right here and then down here somewhere. I do need to run over this with some 320 or maybe some 600 just to smooth that out. But we need to get all that ground in dirt off of this white. See, white really holds the dirt, and if you don't get it really super clean, you could clear over a dirt smudge or something of that nature that's gonna be trapped underneath your clear. So what I'm gonna do is run over this with thinner. That'll clean all the surface stuff off, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna buff this area, make sure it's totally clean. We'll wipe it down with some isopropyl alcohol after that, make sure it's totally clean, and then we'll prep this area out with 600. So we're gonna put our color over our repair area, and then our mid coat, and then we'll clear this area. So the 600 is gonna prepare this surface for the clear coat. So if you're using thinner to clean your white bumper, use a paper towel. You don't want to use a microfiber towel because it's going to pull the color off of that microfiber. We're just going to soak this with it, and then we're going to run over, get all these smudges off as much as possible. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and buff this with my Milwaukee buffer and some CS compound just to remove any of that ground and dirt. Spray it down with a little alcohol. Okay, now we're gonna sand over this. This is what I'm gonna use here. This is the Sunmite Yellow. It's a flexible sandpaper on a flexible pad. This is equivalent to like a 600 grit scratch. The bumper's set up on the bumper stand. We've got this prepped out for some primer. We're gonna mask this off lightly. I'm gonna cover some of these areas so we don't get overspray everywhere. And then we're gonna spray this with some 2K urethane primer. Spray this down here, 2K urethane primer. I'm gonna leave this alone. We're just gonna cover that with paint. It's very minimal. I've sanded it with 600 and smoothed it out, so that'll cover nicely with paint. So we'll get those two areas covered with 2K urethane primer. We're gonna use the upol. So let's go ahead and mix that up now. Okay, this is the primer we're using today. We're using the upol 2253. It's a 2K urethane primer. It mixes up 4:1. Now we're gonna mix it up as a primer surfacer. So that's a very thin primer. We're gonna mix it up 4:1:1. So four parts primer, 1 part activator, and then 1 part reducer, urethane reducer. So we're going to add our activator here, and then we'll go ahead and add our urethane reducer. Using a low volume, low pressure paint gun, the R500, this is going to produce very little overspray. We've got about 12 PSI of air pressure with our fluid volume turned 2 turns out from closed. After we apply the first coat of primer, you want to let this primer flash off before you apply the second coat. You want to wait about 15 minutes in between coats. Okay, we got the second coat of primer on this. Primer that lower portion. Primer this here. We'll let this dry overnight. We'll sand this and come back. And then in the next episode, I'm going to share with you how to do a spot panel blend. Some people call it a burn-in. It's a technique to use if you don't want to paint the entire bumper. Typically, I don't do burn-ins, but I think it's good information to share with you guys, especially you DIYers doing this stuff out of your garage or at home. You may not want to paint your entire bumper. You may want to just clean up a couple small areas on the corner. And this is a good opportunity to share with you how to do that and the proper way to do it for the best results. Hey, I hope you found this video on how to fix cracked plastic helpful. If you did, give me that big thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel. I've got new videos every week. To check out how we paint and blend the clear on this repair, click on this video now. I appreciate each and every one of you watching, and we'll see you next time on Garage Noise.